From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. The slot man in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Williams, a man in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll give to Hall. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Hall again on 2nd down. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Well, these 2 teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Watson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first down throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The final shot before the break, Watson. There's Chris Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out of the end zone comes Smith. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up. The other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wonder, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh unblockable there as he got in there to make the stop behind the line. All again on second down. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll look to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. This to Hines on the drop-off. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Out of the gun, Watson. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 4th down, Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What are your coach? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Well, they go with a tight end carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Ball to give up the middle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw here. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down.
They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Inside give to Dickerson.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
72.
Brady now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Bledsoe.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Bledsoe. That is caught by Lamb. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there. A full 10 yards. So that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Bledsoe. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Brady now on first down. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
looking to throw. Bledsoe. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Barkley, inside handoff. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just they're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
23 yards on the play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half.